Uso. Main event, Jey Uso, your World Heavyweight Champion who won the title at WrestleMania by beating Gunther. Who's going to dethrone Jey Uso as World Champion? I know everybody in their mamas have Seth freaking Rollins dethroning Jey Uso. I don't want Seth Rollins to dethrone Jey Uso. Who I think should dethrone Jey Uso? Drew McIntyre. Yeah, I think Drew McIntyre should be the one to dethrone Jey Uso. Jey Uso, let's be honest, we wasn't looking for a long title reign with Jey. So I think sometime in the summer, Drew, who has been deserving of a title reign since at least 2022, since the Clash of the Castle when he lost to Roman Reigns, we were waiting for him to finally get a title reign with fans, and he got that one moment at WrestleMania 40 and hasn't held a title since. Drew McIntyre deserves that title. I mean, he has been one of, if not the best characters in WWE for the past 3 years. And I think if anybody's going to take down Jey Uso, who better than Canyon? Who better than the Scottish psychopath himself, Drew McIntyre, and to finally give us the reign that he should have had years ago. Next, we got the women's tag team titles. We don't care about them, but we got to talk about it. Raquel and Liv from Judgment Day are your tag team champions. If anybody's going to beat them, give it to B-Fab and Michin. They've been teasing having a tag team on SmackDown over the past few weeks. I would love to see B-Fab and Michin on TV more, so why not give it to them? Try to make them relevant by making the tag team titles relevant so they could get more TV time. That's the best I got for you in regards to the women. I really wish they would just get rid of the tag team titles. You don't need them. Like, we already have the US and IC Championship. We should just get rid of the women's tag team titles, for real. Keeping it on the tag team titles, let's go to SmackDown with your current tag team champions in the Street Profits, who just won them roughly right before WrestleMania. I think they should have a long title reign, at least until sometime in the fall. And by that particular time, who should dethrone them? I think it should be none other than Fraxium. In my opinion, they're the most entertaining tag team in the WWE right now. And I think after Street Profits have their title reign, which at least should last a few more months, maybe by like SummerSlam or whatever, put the tag team titles on Fraxium and have them be the standard bearer for what tag teams should be in the WWE. Next, we have the Women's US Championship with your new current Women's US Champion being Zelina Vega. I'm glad she got her moment. I hope they do something with her and just don't give her the title and have her disappear for weeks upon weeks on television. It remains to be seen. But I think, speaking of that title needs a little bit more credibility, needs a little bit more value. No disrespect to Zelina, but if you want to make that title feel more important, I think if she's going to lose that title, lose it to none other than Charlotte Flair. I don't want Charlotte nowhere near the world titles at all for a long time. So give her something. Give her the U.S. Championship. Have that be the new title that is very important. Have that be the workhorse title, however you want to phrase it, so that whoever beats Charlotte Flair for the title, hopefully a Jade, you've just made a new star. So yeah, I think Charlotte should win it. I want her nowhere near the world title. So let's keep it on the U.S. Championship. Now on the men's side, your current U.S. champion is none other than all gas, no brakes, yada I mean, Jericho Fatu. Now let me tell you something. I want that motherfucker to have that title for a long time. Till the end of 2025. But whenever that guy does decide, or whenever that guy does lose that title, I can't think of nobody better for him to lose to than Alistar Black. Alistar Black, who just came back to the WWE, has never held a singles title on the main roster in WWE, which is kind of shocking, but I looked that up. That he's never won a singles title, or any title for that matter. I'm like, Why not we make Alistar Black something intriguing, something that has mystique, someone who is different from everyone else on the roster? Give him that title and be the guy that can believably dethrone and defeat Jacob Fatu for that U.S. Championship. All right, now let's get to the Women's WWE Championship, who the current Women's WWE Champion is Tiffany Stratton. Look, I think we all can agree who should dethrone Tiffany Stratton. We'll say the name together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Naomi. Like, what else are we doing? Naomi is the most intriguing character in the entire WWE. Proceed with motherfucking caution, bitch. Like, she's sneaking around corners, come up from behind people, just lurking. You don't know what she's doing. She don't even know what she's doing. Like, you got to put that title on her, man. I said it before, I say it again. Naomi has been vocal about her not having much longer in the ring. Capitalize on her now. Capitalize on Naomi now. So that way, when she wins the title, you can either go back into a Jade feud, or when Bianca comes back, you can have her feud over the women's title. Make that your summer program. I don't care how you do it, but make Naomi your new women's champion. She deserves it. She's the most intriguing thing on TV. She's unhinged. You don't know what she's going to do. She's unpredictable, and she's must-see TV. Next, let's go to the Women's World Heavyweight Championship, where your current Women's World Heavyweight Champion is Io Sky. Now, I've been very vocal of how much I've disagreed with putting the title on Io Sky when the feud should have been solely between Bianca and Rhea, but it is what it is at this point. If anybody's going to beat Io Sky, I think it has to be Rhea Ripley. The whole story of Rhea is she self-sabotages herself. She gets in her own way. The one person she can't get by is Io Sky. So have Rhea finally beat Io Sky. And I think Rhea should not have that title for long, as the person that wins Women's Money in the Bank should be the person to defeat her right as soon as she wins it. But in order to know who that is, you gonna have to wait for my video, which is coming up this week, of who should win the Women's Money in the Bank briefcase. So stay tuned for that one. That's what we call a tease, a tease. Next, we have your Intercontinental Champion, Dirty Dom. The person that should dethrone Dirty Dominic Mysterio is none other than Karrion Kross. Yes, Karrion Kross should dethrone Dominic Mysterio. Karrion Kross should be talking to Dominic like, hey, you do not see the play here? Finn Balor will turn on you. Open your eyes, man. Be a leader for once. Stop being a follower and realize what's going on. And it will be the catalyst for Dom and Finn to finally break up the Judgment Day. Karrion Kross becomes your new Intercontinental Champion, capitalizing on the momentum that he's had really since WrestleMania, but even before that, with him being the catalyst for basically every heel turn over the past year, and show that it pays to be a good soldier. Keeping it on the IC title now on the women's side, your current Women's IC champion is Lyra Valkyria. It should be Becky Lynch, right? It should be Becky Lynch. I think the Women's Championship also on the IC Women's Championship also needs elevation in terms of credibility, in terms of making it important. Come to find out that putting these mid-card titles on mid-carders doesn't exactly make it feel valuable and something that people want to win. So let's have Becky Lynch eventually just go full She-Hulk and take out Lyra and eventually defeat her for that IC championship. I think it's that simple. That way, Becky and Bayley can feud over that title throughout the rest of the summer. But we need to put that title on a top-tier, iconic main event talent like a Becky Lynch. So Lyra done a solid job, but it's time to elevate this championship. Let's put it on Becky and have her win that and run with it for a while. Next, we have the Raw Tag Team Championships, who your current Raw Tag Team Champions are the New Day. It still baffles me how much Triple H and Creative have fumbled the New Day. You had one of the hottest acts in your company to where they were getting originally Dirty Dom levels of heat. I don't know how you cool them off this fast, this bad. And New Day, I think they're trying their best, but they're not even giving TV time. They're not giving segments to be creative. Or they're not giving anything. And it's a shame. Hopefully we can do something with them soon. But I think the team that needs to defeat them is the Lucha Brothers. Penta, Rey Fenix, have them win some gold very soon. What better than to put them two together after them having a mini singles run to eventually defeat the New Day and now make the Lucha Bros your new standard on the Raw side for tag team champions. And last but not least, we have your current WWE champion, the 17-time world champion in John Cena. Now, there are two ideas or theories here. Either he keeps the title till the end of the year or he loses it probably by SummerSlam. Now, if you watch how John Cena's final year should go, then you probably know which way I'm going to go with that. But the person that should defeat John Cena for that title, it has to be Cody Rhodes. It has to be. It just has to be. Y'all did so good damage. Y'all did such a good job of completely just I don't even know what the word is. You did such a great job of just destroying Cody Rhodes' character and credibility by having him not pull a trigger at WrestleMania. He has to get his redemption. He has to get that title back and defeat John Cena so that you can make him the guy again. You can't make Cody look that weak at WrestleMania, that much of a goof, and not pay it off. But those are all the champions I think should be dethroned. This is not my predictions of who I think will be dethroned, but who should dethrone each champion. Like, comment, subscribe, share all the things are the things. Let me know who you think should dethrone each champion. Welcome to the High Beach. This is Hayes Arcade, your hardcore casual fan. And if you're not down with that, I got 2 words for you. Suck it.
I'm the best. I'm the best in the world.